Oh, hey, how you doing? Well, as you can see, yeah, she goes over the barrel now, not real good yet, but kind of what I want to talk about a bit is, well, in that respect anyhow, is if you want to guarantee that you're going to be a success at anything, is make your goals attainable. Start small enough that you can guarantee you're going to make progress. And if you watched the previous video I did about her, I said the barrel was too much. We had to start with something smaller, and we did. We worked up to the biggest feed tub we had, which is just over there. And, well, unfortunately, there was nothing in between. I would have liked one more step, but no, we went from there to the barrel. And doing things, starting small and doing things like that, will guarantee that you're going to be 100% success. You always want to be success. That's how you do it. Make it, tackle things that are attainable. It's kind of like if you were to look at a horse and say, I want to turn that horse into a bomb-proof, child-proof, push-button, been there, done it horse. That would be a very overwhelming task, and well, if you looked at it from that perspective, most you wouldn't even know where to start. But if you looked at it from the perspective of, I'm going to start with something I can do, I'm going to go catch the horse. Because you got to start there anyhow. So if you think about it in all the little steps that you need to do throughout the whole process of the training, you are going to always be a success. That's kind of the point of this. Well, you saw, we got to the barrel. It ain't perfect yet, we still got to work on it a bit. But we got there. How did we do it? We started small. And that's what you do with everything and anything you want to do, and even if it's not with horses. Start small. Make your goals attainable ones. Something that you can do. It's like, people, back to that example of the horse trailer again, is, people think, I want to load my horse in trailer. You know what? An attainable goal is, today, we're going to get that horse that much closer to the trailer. Yes, dear. And if that's your goal for the day, you'll probably do it, and you'll be a success. You'll always be a success if you make sure that your goals are attainable. Well, that wasn't exactly the purpose of today's video. Today I wanted to talk about something else altogether. I've got a problem, and I am really excited about it. No, I haven't lost my marbles. Let me explain to you. And I've said this a few times before. I talked about, the problems versus symptoms and things like that. And, most recently I did a video, I talked about, never mind what happened. Figure out why it happened, because the why is almost always the most important thing. You could have 4 different horses do the exact same thing, and the why is going to be different for every single one of them. Now, in my case, my why, I'm excited, I'm happy, because it's a good problem. In her case. Well, with other horses it wouldn't be, but in her case, it's actually a good problem. Because, well, I better back up a little and explain what the problem is. And for those of you that haven't been watching my videos, don't know much about this horse. This is the Worried Girl. And when I first started working with her, she was a bit of a handful, bag of nerves, full of anxiety, insecure, lots of things. She was just, not aggressive, but dangerous in the sense that she was so reactive and could come unglued at a moment's notice that if you weren't on your toes, you could get hurt, guaranteed. So that's where she was. I say was, because she's not like that anymore. And in fact, the development of our most recent problem kind of tells me how far she's come. And in her particular case, it's why the problem is a good thing, and I'm happy about it. I'm actually pretty excited. Because the problem is that no matter what I was asking her to do, and this has kind of come on over the last couple times we worked with her, it's gotten a little worse. And I was getting a little frustrated and annoyed at first, but once we figured out why, it wasn't such a big deal. But I've got to tell you what the problem was. She was saying no to just about everything. I mean, just, it didn't matter what I asked her to do. She was saying no. She didn't want to do it. And at first that was a bit annoying. And with any other horse, that's definitely a serious problem because it's a safety issue. You don't want to be getting into an argument with your horse. When you want it to do something, you want it to be instantly responsive because it can get both you and the horse out of trouble. And quite literally, it can be a life and death thing for both you and the horse. So a horse that says no, not a good thing. And with any other horse, I would have been pretty unhappy about it, actually. In her case, though, I wasn't because of the why. Like I said, never mind what happened. It's why it happened. Now, what happened was she was saying no, that's a bad thing. But that's not the important part. The important part is why she was saying no. And why she was saying no? Because she has finally got enough self-confidence to be able to do that. She's like, I don't have to listen to you. I don't want to be with you. I don't have to do what you say. I can do whatever I want. Because she's got to that point. So the fact that she's saying no, that's not a good thing. And yes, we are dealing with it. We're working on that problem. She's really obsessed with the door over there. Oh, there's horses out there. That's what she's looking at. Okay, never mind. That's why. That's okay. She can look all she wants. You notice the lead's just laying over her finger here and she's not going anywhere. But, you know, she's looking. That's okay. She can look all she wants. Hey, sweetheart. So, like I said, you know, the problem, yes, I'm dealing with it because that's a problem that should be dealt with. It should not be allowed, no matter how good it is. And in her case, it's good because she's finally got the confidence to say no. And when I finally realized that's why she was saying no to absolutely everything, you know, she'd eventually do everything I asked her to do, but she was saying no to pretty much everything. And the reason she was saying no was because of her self-confidence. And I was pretty happy about that once I figured out what the problem was. So, you know, yep, we got a problem, and I'm happy about it because it shows that the mental state that she's in, her emotional level, how far she's come. She's not there yet. Still got a ways to go, but you know, it really says a lot about this worried, anxious horse. She was full of angst, very insecure, and everything else. Now she's confident enough. She's got enough self-confidence to say no. So problems can be good things, all depending on what they are and why they occur. That's, like I said, the most important thing is the why, not the what. The what doesn't really matter all that much. It's, well, we're going to deal with it pretty much exactly the same as we would with any other horse. It's not like it's a puzzle we have to solve or anything, but you know, figuring out the why part of it, that's a bit of a puzzle. And once we figured out the why part of it, I'm pretty darn happy we got a problem. So, no, I'm not crazy. I haven't lost my marbles just because I'm excited because we got a problem. I'm excited because why we have a problem. And that's what I wanted to share with you today. Well, first, go right back to the other video I did about starting small. You'll always be a success if you do that. And eventually you will reach your goal. You just saw what we did. Not perfect, not pretty. Got a ways to go yet. That isn't great. But you can do it now. And why? Because we started small. And then, well, like I said, the other half of this story is we got a problem. And what the problem is really doesn't matter. It's why we have a problem that's got me excited. And I'm very happy that we got the problem. We'll fix it. But in the meantime, I'm still happy it's there. Have a good day.